Well, it's been a few days, but I'm back and I get a little bit done this afternoon. So last week, Walter finally is 100% legal to drive. So I put some miles on Walter, and Walter's Slant 6 has decided to tell me that no thanks, it's not going to happen. So I actually found a Super 6 for $275. Supposed to be a good engine. The guy said he doesn't know. It's been sitting for a long time. It's free as far as it turns over and everything. And I did see it turn over here. Carburetor's on it, locked up tight. It's had some water in it sitting there, but looks like the engine probably been sitting on its side. So I'll tear that stuff apart, get it cleaned up. But the big thing is right now is I really want to do a compression test, at least see if this thing cranks over. Well, it's got a starter on it, so I'm going to try and rig this battery up. And as I'm going along, I'm realizing, well, I'm not filming anything. So let's see about, here's my thoughts. Got a cable here for my positive, got a ground here, positive there. Hook up my little magic jumper between here and see if this starter works. Took my jump box to it earlier. It didn't have the power to turn it over, didn't seem to even move. Starter may be trashed and rusted up, not any good. I might have to pull it apart and see if I can do anything with it. But first thing I want to do is give this a shot. Let's see if all this works. First thing is I got to get this negative cable end put on for this battery. All right, that'll work. Here's that one. Where's that cable end? Custom battery cable. Okay, let's just put a bolt to it. Alright, so I'm getting a voltage drop. Power's going into the starter, but I've got nothing for it, so pull this all off there. Moment of truth. I'll go around this head, slowly going, so I'm not careful not to warp the thing. And we'll set it over there on the bench. And we'll take a look. So far, everything looks good. The only valves I want to worry about are the ones that were held open. It's all got oil in it. They all seem good. I do think the valve guides are hardened, probably need to be new. Because I can, all over here, I think whenever he rolled this thing over, all the valve guides decided to crumble. Or not valve guide, I'm sorry. All the valve seals are hardened up on this engine. Break that seal loose, that'll keep it from falling off here. They're all out. Kept them in order. Didn't need to, but ooh, yucky. You ever wonder what an engine looks like after it's set for a long period of time? So this is it. When I pull the head, this is what I see. This is an engine that probably could have fired up and ran. And that's a little bit on the scary side when you think about it. The crap that can just accumulate in these engines. This rolled over fine. And you can see some surface rust was on the one of them. That rust is accumulated stuff that's came down through the valves and accumulated into it, not the cylinder itself. When I clean all this out, I don't think you're gonna find any pitting. The cylinders that are down right now actually look really good, but I am glad I pulled the head off this engine. And we'll go through that head now. Might as well pull it out, pull the valves out of it, put new valve seals in it. The valves are cleaned and lapped in. Roll the thing back together. Hopefully this won't be an issue. Let me clean this engine out. One last look. And if anybody would like to see the number one reason to pull these engines apart. And did you see it? Yes, there it is. I have a broken valve. This engine would have ran like shit, if at all. Get everything cleaned up. This is what you end up with. And honestly, these engines sit for years, and this probably would have fired up and ran. Again, it would have missed like hell because it had a burnt valve and the head didn't look damaged at all. The cylinder walls look good. There's a little bit of rust showing up at the top of some, but I don't think it's into them at all. Clean everything up real good. I think this engine will get me by. I don't expect this to be a new engine at all, and you know, if I throw a little something at it and it breaks, whatever. I've got the original core that I'm gonna like to rebuild anyway. No big thing. Got everything soaking with some B12, a little bit of Kroll on top of it all. Get in here tomorrow after we get back from the airport and continue cleaning. So hopefully I have all this cleaned up tomorrow and ready to start getting the engine out of Walter. Again, everybody got to see, I pulled the head off. Of course, the valve stem seals are absolutely hard as a rock on almost all of these. Found one valve bad, so whenever I get Walter's engine pulled out, I have to pull a valve out of it because I cannot find one. Well, I can find them, but I don't know how long it would take me to get them. Right now, I just need to clean this head, finish cleaning the engine up, get everything I can ready, and then hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to start pulling the engine out of Walter. Luckily, Walter is a very, very simple old truck to work on, and it shouldn't take but a few bolts to get that thing ready to come out. When I bought a valve spring compressor, I bought this style because I was doing work on Walter, whereas I needed to be in the engine, so I couldn't wrap around. This isn't as bad as some. This at least traps the spring, keeps it centered, so you don't have that flying off. Got all the valves over there. Plugs out of this. Now I need to get this head cleaned. Yeah, I need to run a cleaner through that one. I need a valve out of it to get my other engine together. Getting ready to pull the valve cover off for the first time, so everything looks pretty good in here. A little leftover crap, but let's go ahead and be careful and break this head loose just like we did the other one. 11/16. Let's see if we can break them all loose. Go ahead and pull this head. If you're wondering why I'm sweating like hell, because it's friggin' hot. Now, put this right here, balance this bad boy as we go up. Alright. Wow. That's how much you got a ring. Yeah. There's enough ring groove in that engine. Scary. Alright, I'm gonna get this head pulled out. Let me get this camera out of the way. So all the valves are lapped in now. The one that was damaged seemed to lap in good. Don't see any leaks in it right now. This engine's much better shape than the other one. This one's got a slight ring groove. You can almost hook your finger in. That one's got one that once you hang your fingernail in it, you need something to pull it back out. That is a very, very tired slant six. Get some valve stem seals and let's start putting some stuff together. And might as well have a beer, right? This is a good one. Juice Bigelow. Hot Gigolo. Definitely a good one. I'm not getting as far along as I need to. But the head's back on the engine. Valves are all in it. They seem to be in good shape now. Hopefully this is all worth it. Hopefully at least Saturday I'll be able to get into town. Possibly get over to Hot Rod Hideout or something like that afternoon. And see what's going on out there and at least meet a few people, because that's one of the big things too, is I need to get out there and kind of people see me in person. But there it is, blocks painted, heads on, put the valve cover on it. I got the rocker arms to still clean up, put on, just the valves out. Right now I am soaking wet, nasty, horrible, stinking, nasty, and shower, eat, and get to bed.